Hi, I'm Bryan Painter, columnist of the Oklahoman. Today we're at the National Weather Center in Norman. Of the many offices located in this building, one of them is the National Weather Service's Norman Forecast Office. We're going to go inside, and Mike Foster, who's the meteorologist in charge, is going to give us a look at what they do. They're responsible for 58 counties in Oklahoma and North Texas. That's more than 2 million citizens. When you hear the warning, the National Weather Service in Norman has issued a warning for, that's coming from this very location. So we want to take you in, we want to give you a look at what is going on inside and kind of help you appreciate some of the finer details of this office. Mike, when people hear those words, the National Weather Service in Norman has issued a warning for, that's coming from this very room. Tell me what goes into that announcement. Before they ever hear it, what has gone into that announcement?
When just prior to that going out, we're down to this room. You see here these workstations probably completely manned with several people. We're looking at the way storms are evolving and developing characteristic signatures or characteristic visual identification to spotters. That information comes in, all of it put together, a picture developing in here of exactly what may be happening out there with that kind of a storm. And at some point, all of the pieces begin to assemble themselves. Either right now it's starting to happen, or very soon, our experience tells us it's going to happen, and they put out a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning or a flash flood warning or a river flood warning, whatever the case may be.
The Norman Forecast Office is one of the National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration agencies that occupy the National Weather Center in Norman. This center, which opened in August 2006, brings many experts together, including the National Severe Storms Laboratory and the Storm Prediction Center. It also houses the OU College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences, which includes the School of Meteorology.
The National Weather Center is unique in the country, unique in the world at this time, and in bringing together so many different elements of weather research and operations. We're all together here where we can work, ideas get shared, people that we used to see once or twice a year, we see once or twice a week, sometimes once or twice a day, passing in the hallways, talking, sharing ideas. So it's a great thing. It's unlike anything else anywhere in the country.
One of the many special features of the National Weather Center is a glass-enclosed all-weather observatory where many individuals come to take a look at severe weather as it develops.
It's just a natural thing. Meteorologists just love to watch the sky and watch the weather, and as you've probably noticed, you've gone up there a couple of times when we've had severe weather, and it's standing room only and shoulder to shoulder.
The Oklahoma Mesonet is a world-class network of environmental monitoring stations.
It's, of course, one of the most world-renowned observation networks that's out there, and it's basically 120 stations across the state, and it's such a benefit to forecasters and to climatologists alike because it gives real-time information, up to the minute, and it allows them to do their job so much more efficiently. Let's say there's a fire and they want to see if there's a wind shift coming through. The Oklahoma Mesonet will tell them up to the minute whether that wind shift is going to occur, and that saves lives, property, and also resources.
For weather specialists, Oklahoma is a great place to work and study because the weather is seldom dull.
This is the place to be if you like extreme weather. That's part of living in the high plains, and Oklahoma's geography is suited just perfectly to get all this extreme weather.
There's a favorable environment around this part of the country for big storms and damaging storms, and they're going to continue and they're going to hit things. And in where we live from San Antonio along the I-35 corridor through the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, through Oklahoma City, through Wichita, Kansas City, up to Minneapolis, and all of those, all along that corridor in there, population just gets larger and larger and spreads out more and more, and the frequency of the severe weather events is not changing, we don't think, dramatically one way or another, so it's the targets are just growing and growing and growing, and it's just a matter of when something's going to hit. It's not if. Every place is going to get hit by something along there at some point in time, so it's a matter of when.
I hope this look today inside the National Weather Center in Norman has provided you a perspective that perhaps helps you in the future when you hear warnings, when you hear watches that are forecasted. Because as Mike Foster told us, it's not a question of if severe weather will come, it's when.